Hello and welcome to Ragnatha Tutorials, a short and sweet current affair updates daily. So today we will look into the issues on 8/09/2021. The first issue, ADB has approved a worth amount of 150 million loan for the Tamil Nadu for urban poor housing project. So just remember, ADB, that is Asian Development Bank, has approved how much? 150 million loan for which state? That is for Tamil Nadu for urban poor housing project. Let us update few of the static points on that. So ADB is known as Asian Development Bank with its headquarters in Philippines. And in turn, Philippines capital is Manila. Okay. The next point, ADB's president is Masasaku Asakawa. Okay, and it was started in the year 1966. So these were the few points you can update on the static as well. Let us move on to the next issue. Tamil Nadu to observe Periyar's birthday. So Periyar is a important person of Tamil Nadu. He is a social worker, and his birthday, that is on September 16th, would be observed as a day of social justice. So Periyar's complete name is Erode Venkatappa Ramaswamy Periyar. So he was in the short form he'll be known as E.V. Ramaswamy Periyar, and he was born in September 17, and this particular day will be celebrated as Social Justice Day every year. Okay, so he is commonly known as Periyar or Tantai Periyar. So remember why he is important, because this Periyar is known as father of Dravidian movement. And what are the major things he has done? He rebelled against the Brahminical dominance as well as the gender, caste and inequality in Tamil Nadu. So he fought against all these social evils in the Tamil Nadu. That is why his birthday, which is on September 16th, would be celebrated as Social Justice Day. Okay, let us move on to the next issue. So IUCN says that 37% of sharks underage threatened with extinction. Okay, so this is the current affair. So here you can see the shark, and this is a ray. Okay, and these 37% of global species have been threatened with extinction. So that is what IUCN says. So according to a new red list, so recently IUCN has released a red list in which 37% of the sharks and rays have been threatened with the extinction. Okay, so what is this red list and why it is important? So we'll update few of the static points on that. First of all, IUCN is known as International Union for Conservation of Nature. So this is the abbreviation of IUCN. So it is International Union for Conservation of Nature. So this particular IUCN has its headquarters in Gland, Switzerland, and it was founded on October 5th, 1948, and its founder was, the name of the founder is Julian Huxley, and the present Director General is Dr. Bruno. So these were Oberle. So Bruno Oberle is his complete name. So these are the few static points you have to update. So IUCN is known as what? IUCN is known as International Union of Conservation of Nation. Its headquarters would be in Gland, Switzerland, and it was founded in October 5th, 1948, and the founder was Julian Huxley. Presently, Dr. Bruno Oberle is the Director General of the IUCN. Now, what is this red list we shall see? So, every year, IUCN would release certain list. Specifically, we'll be looking for the red list, where it will be having all the species which would be threatened for the extinction. So for the past few like 3 to 4 years, the population of these particular species will be decreasing rapidly, and these statistical data would be analyzed by IUCN and name a particular species in the red list. So if a species is present in the red list, then it is understood that it is threatened. So how many total species are there, and out of total species, how many are there in the red list? We shall see a number so that we can get an idea. So there are totally around 138,000 species globally. So all animal species are how much? 138,000, out of which approximately 38,000 species are in the red list. So you should have just an idea about the numbers so that you can get the importance of the red list. So this is a few things you can add on to the current affair. So next video shall move on to the next affair. Okay. Environment Minister launches first functional smoke tower. So what is the smoke tower? A smoke tower would be a huge tower situated in a city, a new initiative which is developed by Tata Projects Limited in collaboration with NBCC. So it would be having 40 fans which will be induced draft in type, and which in this tower there will be a filters, around 5,000 filters would be there, and this would purify the air. So this particular smoke tower has been launched at Anand Vihar in Delhi. So this is the first of its kind. Okay, so where the air can be purified. Okay, so this has a cost of 20 crore. You can just see the visual thing of a smoke tower. Okay, so these are the few things that you can remember on this. So, who is our environment minister, by the way? Environment minister is Bhupender Singh. Bhupender Singh is the environment minister. Okay, so there is one more current affair which almost relates to the same thing. So Bhupendra Yadav Singh, so whoever is the environment minister, has launched a Prana portal. So what is this Prana portal? We shall just have a look. Prana portal will be used to track the progress of National Clean Air Program. So this particular National Clean Air Program, I'll just highlight this. National Clean Air Program was started in the year 2019, and what is the main objective of this program? Is to reduce the air pollution by 30%. So air pollution by 30% within 5 years. Within 5 years. So within 5 years, air pollution has to be reduced by 30%. That means the target year would be 2024. Okay, so this would be targeted for mainly 1 or 2 cities across India. So wherever the pollution is on the higher side, so those cities would be picked up for this particular activity, and the air pollution would be monitored. Okay, so all these things is respect to National Clean Air Program. Okay, So this particular thing, in order to track this process, so how much out of one or two cities, what is the progress we have achieved in order to track and give the information to the citizens? Environmental Minister Bhupendra Singh has launched what? A Prana portal, in the sense that it's a website through which you can get the information of what is the status of this particular program, which is National Clean Air Program. So this particular portal was launched in occasion of International Day for Clean Air for Blue Skies. So International Day for Clean Air for Blue Skies for non-attainment cities. So we shall see what is non-attainment cities afterwards. First, International Day of Clean Air for Blue Skies would be celebrated every year on 7th September. So on 7th September, International Day for Clean Air and Blue Skies would be celebrated. Okay, what is a non-attainment city? So non-attainment city is those cities. We have listed down one or two cities, isn't it? And we have planned to reduce the air pollution by 30% in the next 5 years. That is the plan according to the NCAP, isn't it? So non-attainment cities are those cities which do not go out with this particular plan. For example, so in a certain cities A, there will be a certain city A where the pollution has not reduced by 30%, so 20 to 30%, only it has been reduced for 2%, then this particular city would be considered as a non-attainment city. If the pollution is reduced successfully up to 20 to 30%, then it is an attainment city, isn't it? So if it is non-attaining that particular parameter, then it is known as a non-attainment city. Okay, so let us update few of the things on International Day of Clean Air for Blue Skies. And this day was first facilitated by United Nations Environmental Program in the year 2020. So the first International Day of Clean Air for Blue Skies was celebrated in the year 2020. That means this is the second edition of this particular day celebration. So you can observe here the first day was observed in September 7, 2020 across the world. Now, what is this year's theme becomes an important thing. So this year's theme is healthy air and healthy planet. So the questions might also come on the theme of International Day of Clean Air and Blue Skies. So the theme is what? The theme is healthy air and healthy planet. So few of the static point you can update as well here. Okay, so UNEP was founded in the year 1972, has its headquarters in the Nairobi, which is the capital of Kenya. Okay, and present head is Anger and Risen. Okay, so these are the points you can update on UNEP. So let us move on to the next issue. The last issue for the day is recently Supreme Court has given its judgment on the latest PIL, which is public interest litigation, that the deity is the owner of the land attached to a temple. That means if there is a temple which is generating a certain sort of revenue, which has some land acquired, so for that particular property, the priest who is offering the worship to a deity would not become a real owner of it. Rather, the deity itself would be a owner of such particular property, is the landmark judgment given by the Supreme Court. And what is the background of this particular judgment and who were the judges, we shall see. So the PIL, in a sense, that is public interest litigation, was filed by Madhya Pradesh against an order of High Court that was put on two circulars issued by the state government under the Madhya Pradesh Law Revenue Code 1971. There were two orders put down to the Madhya Pradesh state government. Questioning that, the PAL was raised. Both the circulars ordered to delete the names of the priest from the revenue records in order to protect the temple properties from the unauthorized sales by the priest. So this was the thing. So usually priest would be adding his name onto the revenue list, so thereby he will be getting an authority to sell the property. So this was the question raised by the Madhya Pradesh state government, and the new circular was given by the state government ordering that no priest can enroll his name in the revenue orders. So this was questioned in the Supreme Court. And who gave this judgment? Who were the judges? Justice Hemant Gupta and A.S. Popanna. So you can see in the pictures, A.S. Popanna is here and Justice Hemant Gupta is here. So these two judges bench gave the landmark judgment that the deity becomes the owner of the land of the temple, not the priest. So just remember this. And few of the static part you can update that PIL is known as public interest litigation. Okay, so when was this started? The first PIL was filed in the year 1980 by P.N. Bhagavati. Just remember this. By P.N. Bhagavati, the first PIL was found. So what usually used to happen is, before 1980, the court can only take up the cases if a case is filed against someone or against some issue by some individual person. Okay, he might be affected or he might be not affected. So if he files a case in a court, then only the court has an authority to take up an issue and give the judgment. But in 1980, Justice P.N. Bhagavati took up a case where no one was filed. Not actually the individual has gone to a court and filed a case, but he himself took a case on the grounds of public interest litigation and gave the judgment. So from that point, the PIL is an important thing which is safeguarding the public interest from 1980. So these are the few static points you can update on this particular current affair. And that's all for today, and have a good day.